Alright, I'm really excited for this one, guys. We got good vibes. We got good vibes because it seems like my stream is running. For once, it seems like the audio is working. Like, let's get this rolling. Alright, so hopefully the gacha gods will also be with me today because Jiao Cho is here. And he is finally a support character that I might actually be pulling for. Because as everybody knows, I have no support characters. Plus he's a fire. I have been skipping all of the fire banners, just like I've been skipping all the quantum ones. But let's not talk about that. So let's do his trial. Let's see what he is about. As you all know, I've been saving up points for him. Alright, what's his E?
Slow simmer over low heat, or quick stir fry over high heat.
Okay, he's an area effect similar to
This place is dangerous. Advance with caution. Slow simmer over low heat, quick stir fry over high heat.
I'm literally forgetting her name. Himiko. Himiko is an area of effect one as well.
The toast.
Okay, so multi-attack. Oh, we're already getting his ultimate. I think it's to buff Misha, so we'll wait till Asta gets her ultimate as well.
Nap time.
It's better to make no move. More seasoned.
Who will it be?
I like adding fuel to the fire.
Okay, so let us see Locha's not sped up ultimate.
Turn up the heat.
Maybe.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Okay. If any of you have been here a while, you know exactly how I feel about Fox characters. Alright.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Oh, sorry for bothering you. How much time do I have? Not again. I'm running late. Sorry.
Not Misha's ultimate literally just hitting them with suitcases. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Nap time.
Let's start today's duty. I got it.
No manners, huh?
Hope I don't mess up.
How about letting the enemy...
Nap time. Naughty child.
Let's start today's duties.
Who invited you? Huh?
Everything is ordained by the stars.
Okay, now here's everyone sped up.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Saving me won't earn you any favors.
How much time do I have? Sorry.
Oh, well, I guess we don't get to say Cho-Cho's. Whoops. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. And then we've done Sparkle before, but we gotta get those free Stellar Jades. Sorry, I have more energy today. I'm finally getting a little bit healthier. Alright, so Sparkle is definitely an interesting character. Okay. And she has little aura effects. Interesting, interesting. And then boop. Bop.
We're in trouble now. Choosing a strike. Gotcha. Commencing research. Feeling spiffy?
Okay, so here's Sparkle's slow down. Or wait, we should wait till everyone's got their thing. Enhance.
Take on my turn. Can we talk? Like that, huh?
Alright, we're almost there.
Welcome, customers. Gotta stop the bleeding. Specimen sighted.
Okay,
Did that hurt?
now we'll do everybody's ults.
Let's play hide and seek. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
That is such an interesting ult.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Good omens. Fight as one. To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all. Better late than never. Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Interesting. Alright, so we will go back to sped up.
Yeah, my turn. Wait for the tiles. Commencing research.
Pretty well set up teams. For sure. Okay, so there's a lot going on, per usual. So this is the main thing I'm going to focus on today because we want to make sure that we get those limited time rewards before they disappear. And then I think briefly we are going to just do this just to see what it looks like. It looks like it's probably going to be a battle one, like the last one was. But we'll do this one first just to see what it is, and then we are going to do this for the rest of the stream. And then what to update you all on. So I did do a round of this. We are on level 8. I got through all the different layers of like the base thing, like the levels 1 through 5. It's doing it like once a week, so we are getting progress on that one. Simulated universe, Tale of the Past Riders. So I got, let's teleport there, it's easier just to show you all. So I have unlocked, I got the Path of the Elation on difficulty 5 done, and so the last one I have is Propagation. And Path of Propagation, and then the Trail of the Past Striders. These guys, they're all I have left to unlock after I get the Propagation pathway done, and then some of those achievements in the simulated universe for this set. But we are getting very close to being done with Swarm Disaster. Very excited about that. having it completed fully, because then I can move on to golden gear. Everyone's like, why can't you just do golden gear now? Because that's not how my brain works. So yeah, we did those two. Character-wise, we were able to finish upgrading her to, she is fully maxed out, except for the last 3, of course. And so I have been working on March. So March already was level 80 in her base form, and so that carries over when you're switching, which I'm still so annoyed that the Trailblazer doesn't have like a cool animation between switches. Maybe we'll get it next time. Light Cone, I had put this one on there, but if any of you all have seen the Light Cone banner for the new thing, she in this form has her own light cone, so I really hope we'll get that. And then I have been working on her traces, and as you can see, we're getting up there. I just keep running out of money, pretty much, more than anything. But you can see I'm pretty close, so we'll have March in her imaginary form done pretty soon. And then it'll just be, I believe, Serval and Over are the last ones that I do not have done. So, as you all know, I have been very excited for Jiao Chou. And that's who I have been saving up for all of this time. We won our last 50-50 with Argenti. So on the limited banner, I'm literally at like 7 pity and no guarantee. So we'll see how this goes. I do have 100, so I at least am guaranteed some form of a 5-star. But we'll see if we get him or not, and how much pity the Gotcha Gods take on me. So this is 17 pity. Nothing there. And then when it comes to the 3 stars, 2 of the 3 stars I have fully maxed out, I think, and then one of them I'm still need Eidolons for, so. Because I know I have Hook fully maxed out, as you can see. Speaking of which, I think I only need, actually I think Gwenithan needs like 2 Eidolons, but Arlen needs the most. So this is 27. So if I could get some Gwenithan and Arlen Eidolons, that would be helpful. I think I need the most of Arlen. $37. Another Hook Eidolon. Yes, it is that time. We are at 37 pity currently. It seems intent to give me Hook Eidolons, even though Hook is the only one of these 3 that I have fully maxed out Eidolon wise, so it's very funny. But our goal today is definitely to get a Jiao Chou, and then if I get nothing else on his weapon banner, I really want this March one. So this is 487. I've been saving up a lot of wishes for him, but we have no guarantees, so we'll see how this plays out. Another Hook related. Yeah, I was saving up a lot for Jiao Chou. I think I skipped like 2 separate banners. I haven't wished since Argenti's banner. That explains where we're at. And then 57. It does not look like I'm gonna get early pity for this one. Argenti's rerun specifically, though, not his first release banner. That'd be a very long time indeed. Oh my gosh, stop. I hope that that's a sign, because I keep getting these the fire character that I'm gonna win the 50-50, because Hook is literally the only one of the three that I have fully maxed out. Okay, 67 is the next one. We are hopeful. Ah, darn. Can I at least get, like, Gwenithan, please? And not another Hook? Well, hi, Sampo. As you can see, you're also maxed out. Good to see you. We also love a Sampo. Cannot wait till they release a masked full Sampo 5-star, because I will put down so much wishes for him and Stellar Jade. Okay, so 67. So most likely, I'll get it on this poll. 77. Let's go. And I was wrong. Oh my gosh, this man's gonna make me go to hard pity, isn't he? What is it about Lafu characters that, or Xianshou characters, because he's not from the Lafu. What is it about Xianshou characters making me go to hard pity? Jiyuan made me go to hard pity twice on both of his banners, and I lost the second time. Like, I lost the 50-50. Jiao Cho is being the same. Hi, Hook, for like the 5th time. Quite literally, this is the 5th or 6th time I've gotten Hook. If I didn't already have Hook maxed out, I would have maxed out Hook right now. Alright, should we switch to single pulls, do you think? Because I'm at 77, so it could be any pull now that I'm gonna get him, and I still want to pull on the weapon banner. So I feel like next 10 pull, I'm most likely gonna get him. But I want to, like, conserve my pulls, you know? Should I do a full 10 pull or just singles? Because we're at 77. Single pull? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. Well, single pull till he shows up. This is 78. I've never really done a single pull, so I didn't know that the background stays blue if you get a 3-star. That's fun. Okay, so that was 78, 79. Okay, here's our 5-star. I am not guaranteed, though, so we hope and pray. We hope and pray. 79? I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, we can breathe. I swear we can breathe. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Jiao Cho. You made me go all the way to 79, but you made it. As long as you made it, it was worth it. Now, if I had lost the 50-50, I would have cried. Okay. That puts us at 0 pity for the next time. I got like 6 hooks. I didn't need 6 hooks, but you know what? As long as we got Jiao Chow, everything's good. Thank you very much, Sylvie, for putting in that energy. All right, so what we want from this is obviously Jiao Chow's one. I don't know with only 40 pulls if we're gonna get it, but we definitely want March's light cone. Like, if we don't get Jiao Chow's light cone right now. We at least want marches, you know? Okay, okay. Good energy, good vibes. We're feeling better. We're no longer sick. Weapon banner, I have one pull on it, so this will be 11. March 7th light cone, March 7th light cone, March 7th light cone. Give it to me. Give it to me. Heck yeah! I almost cussed, but I never know Twitch's policy about cussing. Oh my gosh. First pull, fully delightful. I can't wait to put that on my March 7th. Okay. I'm very pleased that that was literally the first thing I saw out the gate. Hi, Sampo. Good to see you as well, again. We got your Eidolon and we got your light cone. Okay, in fact, actually, let's really quickly... Character. Where's my March? Light cone, switch. Where is it? Wait, does that light cone not even go on March? It's a harmony light cone? It's very obviously for March. What do you mean? Like, this is very obviously March's light cone. What do you mean? That I can't put it on her. I am distraught. I am confused. This is like this light cone all over again because I wanted to put it on Gwenithan, but it doesn't even go on her. Hi, Chow Chow. Oh yeah, speaking of which, so I've had my setup with all of my, with all the guys. What do I do now that I have Chow Chow? What do I do? I don't have any more space. Oh, what is this? I've never seen these, like, star rankings. Who is gonna get voted off the island, guys? Oh no. Also, I just noticed that, like, half these men have longer hair. Alright. My friend is going to murder me for this, but, it's just, we won't tell them about it. We'll wait till they see it. Now the true question is, as you can see, most of my guys up here are support characters in one way or the another. What was that? One way or another, they're support characters. Because we got healer, shielder, Jinyuan I put up there. Because he's a really good, like, attack and follow-up character. But I'm kind of tempted that maybe Jiao Chao should go up here just to fully fill out my support character roster, you know? You know what? We'll switch him. Let's put him... We'll put him up there and we'll build him pretty quickly. We'll swap him out there. My level 1 Jiao Chao. Don't worry, we'll build him really quickly. Okay, back to the polls. Okay. Well, that puts a damper on my mood because I was so excited to put this on her. Okay, so we're at 11. 21. Okay. We win some, we lose some. We got Jiao Chao. March's light cone is not what I was hoping for. I'm all for maxing it out though, just so I have like a fully built card. Alright, 21. 31. Come on, Jiao Chao, you made us go all the way up to 79. Can't you take pity on us and do light cones early? Okay, Arlen. Showing up in light cone form because he never showed up in Eidolon form. Okay, that was 31, and then this is my last temple for now. 41. Oh, another Arlen. Another Arlen. Okay, so that puts us at 41. Now, because we got so many hooks, we could get a few passes. But it is at 600, so like the normal thing that I should be doing is buying a light cone for the standard banner characters and updating it. We'll save it for now. Last time I bought a light cone when I got to that point, and then I regretted it because I could not get the passes, and I didn't get Don Feng's light cone at the time. So we'll wait until after Zhao Chao's banner's done to do that. And then I do not have enough for that while we're here. Gimme. Okay, so that puts us at, I think I said 41 pity. So we're getting up there. I do not think I'm guaranteed on the light cones either, because I think I won the 50-50 on... Do you have... Yeah, on Argenti's light cone as well. My boy. So I have like nothing. Oh yeah, let's put you... Give you your little star. So we're not guaranteed there either. Okay, so as I stated, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try out this Trailblaze. Friendship is magic. Oh, it's back on Eurilo 6. Okay. Natasha needs your help with the recent cases of an unknown creature attacking people in Belobog. Seek her out to learn about the situation.
It's still early. Where to now?
Kalis, long time no see. How have you been lately? I hope you haven't run into too much trouble on your path. Does that have to do with that place called Penacony? I've heard about it from the IPC workers stationed in the underworld. I hear you all contributed a lot to liberating that prison planet, much as you did for Belobog. It is important for you all to take care of your own health as you carry out your mission of helping others as passengers of the Astral Express. This is the only suggestion I can give you as a doctor. Mara struck. That sounds like a hard sickness to handle. Fortunately, you stand before me today in perfect health. That must mean you overcame these struggles, correct? If you feel tired, you must rest properly. If you fall ill, you must take medicine your doctor recommends. Though I may not have been too many worlds, I imagine these simple truths are applicable anywhere. Take care of yourself, Kalis. I never imagined that the Astral Express had such a function. The eon of Trailblaze that you follow truly has every possibility covered. Allow me to get back to my original point. The Astral Express is always on the move, and any time you and I can meet is precious. Something strange has been happening in Belobog these past few days. Many residents have said that they were being pursued by a dark shadow. Some were even scratched and clawed by it. Yesterday alone, I treated about a dozen victims with scratches all over their arms. Not a single one of them has any idea what that thing is, until today when a new friend came to see me. He said he could solve all of this, but we must find you first. Not a lordly trash can. Phoo. I spent so long practicing that debut pose and I finally got to use it. Look, a 720-degree spin jump. Do you know how much core strength that takes? Look how ripped my abs are. This is the new friend I mentioned, Mr. Litter Pony. He's really something, right? He asked me to find a young gray-haired man who loves trash cans. My instincts told me that must mean you. You know me? Are you really going to pretend that you didn't know me after what you did to me? So cruel. According to Mr. Litter Pony, those shadowy creatures hail from the same world as he does. I have a question. Belobog has never experienced an invasion like this before. Why would they be causing trouble now? Ah, those folks are a species famous for wanting to make friends. Out of the way, I have social anxiety. But there's something missing in their brains. They don't know how to make friends normally. All they know is using their brute strength to coerce others and mistaking others' fearful subservience for friendship. We have been attacked and harassed by them, and they are scared to the core of our little garbage hearts. They have a terrible reputation in my world, so they decided to come to the real universe and grab some human friends. As far as I know, the first step to their plan was to learn some human games. These attacks have actually been them learning how to play your game of hide and seek. You mustn't indulge them. If they really do make friends using these violent methods, they'll only get more brutal. If that happens, it'll be a bloodbath. If you ask me, there's only one thing we can do. We have to teach them what true friendship is. So, use the magic of friendship with me to purify them. Sure. Just what I expected from my chosen one. We need to hurry up about it. They're currently learning how to celebrate a friend's birthday. When the time comes, your friends will be tied to a chair, surrounded, and have the happy birthday song sung to them 33,333 times. Is there any crueler fate in the world? Let me explain. I'll need to borrow the power of your strong friendship with your Belobog friends. After all, I have no friends in this world. Ha 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 ha. I shall react to the place with the strongest magic of friendship in the city. It's in my avatar to that location. After that, you'll need to obtain a proof of friendship that represents your friendship. Once you're successful, I'll be able to use your magic of friendship and defeat the dark shadow creatures alongside you. You just need to follow the signal sent by my clone and find me. I'm counting on you this time as well, Great Hero. Oh my gosh. In the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event, familiar Oh my god, is that why he's called Litter Pony? I just connected like 5 dots that should have been very simple straight line. It's a My Little Pony reference because of the magic of friendship thing. Oh my god, why did that take so long for me to connect that? I'm sorry guys. The dots made a straight line and I was treating it fully like a right angle. Okay, we'll appear as the magician, fighting side by side with Litter Pony. Find the clones of Litter Pony scattered all across and join hands together, defeating the enemies.
It's still early. Where to now?
The agreement was that you would borrow the magic of friendship from your Belobog friends, but your friends are nowhere to be seen. Alright, let's get started. Ta-da! Your friend is me! Look at the trash cans next to you. I am a consciousness born of the betweenwhere. After this trash can was distorted. No one ever paid me any mind. I was curled up in a corner as a can, silent at the mercy of the city's exhaust fumes. Only you were willing to open me up and get familiar with my insides. My black plastic sack, my fish bones, my apple cores, every part of me. You know my insides better than anyone. Surely you are not going to stand there and pretend we are no more than strangers, are you? You jerk! I'll take responsibility. I'll take responsibility. You know how to sweet talk when you need to. You must have broken many hearts in your time. I guess I have no choice but to let it slide and make do. Let's show our proof of friendship. There's no time to explain. Open up the lid on my head and unleash the trash can diving vigor of yours. You unleash a combo that at this point you could do in your sleep. With a bright flash of light, Litter Pony obtains Callus's magic of friendship. The magic of friendship never lies. I knew we were best friends. Now, my friend, let us battle side by side. Let us purify those terrible between-wear creatures. Are they going to be new creatures? Or just the normal shadow creatures? Okay, so it is just a, battle simulator. I thought it would be. But we will for sure do it, because I need those Stellar Jade if I'm gonna get Jiao Chao's Light Cone. But we will do it off screen because, in my opinion, especially because you can just turn the battle mode on auto battle, that is very boring to watch. I am very amused by the concept of this one, though. But let's get going to March's one, because we do not want to miss out on her Eidolons or on these delicious Stellar Jades. Oh my gosh, look at them. I am so excited to get all those Stellar Jades. Let's go. All right. Way of the Primaveral Blade. Let us revisit the time when March 7th received a gift from her two young mentors. Accepting the pair of swords made her soar with anticipation as she imagined herself becoming a chivalrous sword master, much like those depicted in Emerja. How about taking this opportunity to follow March 7th on her journey of mastering swordplay? Okay. We're in the Luofu. But we're in that, like, back alley bit of the Luofu. Okay.
It's still early. Where to now?
Turning back the clock to when March 7th had begun studying swordplay.
All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Oh, thank you so much, Masters. Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius.
They said talent, not genius.
Just wait until I go back. Everyone's going to be so wowed by my new skills.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an Emerja. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Oh? Now I'm curious to hear what Master Yunli has to say.
Let me ask you something, March.
you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Yanqing, or me?
Who do I want to defeat? Him? Don Hung? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
I'll fight 10.
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an immersia.
Us talking about the actual limits of the game. You're really into immersion, huh?
Yeah, I really like them. So what?
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Could it possibly be immersia about swordmasters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersia and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a swordmaster too.
See?
Developed a stereotype about heroes.
It doesn't matter. Everyone has their own preferences.
Becoming a swordmaster who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember, you'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Please? That's how those heroes in the immersia show their respect.
Play along?
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training, okay?
Yeah! Alright, let's go. To the Sleepless Earl.
Yanqing's like, do I have to? Oh, I thought I saw this moving. Okay, let's see what they want us to do. Ooh. Is there no way out? Oh, this way. I was like, I am stuck.
I'm planning on quitting my job.
Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right? The Xianzhou is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you served was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Xianzhou? How fantastic!
Scott, I'm gonna need you to back off.
Your tea tastes like slop, and you even have the nerve to charge me for it. Are you trying to scam honest folks? And that name, the Sleepless Earl. It's so hard to remember. How about we give you a new plaque that says Xianzhou Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
This is literally my head. I was like, go for his ankles. Why is it this guy again?
Stop! You've gone too far.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is. Wait, that sounded lame. Hey, say something for me.
Not that I'll show you who your mommy is. Oh my goodness. She's March 7th, your ancestor. The sword champion of the Astral Express.
That's right. I'm the sword champion.
It's very interesting that Scott has such an abrasive personality because, like, the IPC is supposed to, like, have good relationships with the Astral Express, right? Like, shouldn't he treat us nicer just in general?
Mr. Scott, I'm Yen Ching, a Cloud Knight Lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
A regular customer? You?
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on, you're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are you?
Oh, her ticket's back here.
Scrap metal? This is my sword. I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Swordplay? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right? That explains why you're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their swordplay? If you're feeling unsafe, I can sell you an IPC mech.
Huh! As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs.
Oh, how marvelous! How about you show me then? Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
A few IPC mechs respond and appear near the Sleepless Earl, and more Xianzhou passersby stop to watch.
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Hey, hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault. Well, I can overlook the terrible tea, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run. With so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? Hmm? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge. Say whatever you want, but once you see what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them. Oh, come on! How could I say no to a bet?
We're gonna make you bark again, sir.
So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
You know what this reminds me of? You know how she said, like, swordplay immersions? They always have, like, the tea ceremony. This is straight out of, like, Chinese, like, action stuff, where it's like, oh, you just go to the tea house, and then you find, like, a low-level thug bully there, and then you have our training montage. And you come back shortly, and then you beat the stuffing out of them, and you do a bet, usually for, like, cash or something in the... I'm pulling out of, like, Donghuas for this, but, like, cash or reputation or, like, an artifact of some form, and then they get, like, kicked out. And they're usually some no-name, like, NPC-looking person. This is literally, like, straight out of, like, the Chinese... action cultivation novels kind of algorithm right here.
Only 15 days? Alright. Fine.
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of our room alley and say it to everyone passing by. Oh, if that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
And if I win?
I'll become your apprentice?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like you.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll squeal like a pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke. And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
So he changed barking into squealing, and that's supposed to be a different story? Feels like this has happened before. Your bets are always sound so childish.
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou's swordplay.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first. You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days. Let's go.
I feel like the more that they use Scott's model, the more like detailed it gets. Because I feel like in the Aram Alley event, he was a lot more bland as a NPC. It feels like they're slowly putting more details on him every time they use him. Well,
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
Come on! How could I possibly lack confidence? You believe in me, right, Masters?
What do you think, Master Yanqing?
I think you already know the answer, Master Yunli.
I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson. You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly.
do I get paid?
Hey, when have I ever treated you poorly? Masters, Mr. Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now.
Alright, and now we have to go back.
I'm planning on quitting my
It's like we could just teleport there, but I don't feel like it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, if you all haven't found it yet, there's like a courier package that appears here, or like notes, and it's like a multi-day thing. You have to visit here and pick up notes, and eventually a package will appear. You should pick up that package. See what happens.
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've got to become a sword master by then.
Becoming a sword master in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yunli.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
No worries. I found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems.
The 3 days will only, or the momentum will only keep up for 3 days. Sounds like me when I try to exercise, to be honest.
sword masters. If not in me, at least place your faith in him, my trusty sidekick.
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Got it. It's all etched into my memory.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please go ahead, Master Yunli.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail,
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher. And if that's the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
hey, you are the terrible teacher here.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero. I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me.
Then keep that fire burning and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Any suggestions before we officially start training? What twists? Like the ones in those Swordmaster novels? But I wonder what kind of unexpected twists I'll encounter. It'd be pretty awesome if that actually happened. That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice.
Current objective. Pass the first sword trial. Okay. Days until sword trial. Okay, as the swordplay assistant, you'll be arranging March 7th swordplay sessions and helping her with mastering sword moves to prepare her to defeat Scott in 15 days. Miss March, the key to mastering sword lies in understanding various sword moves. Cut the fluff. Let March get hands-on and learn a few sword moves directly. Swordplay is the very essence of the sword moves and can unleash immense powers in combat. Let's start by setting a tiny goal. Learn the sword move Cutting Cold. Okay. Strength, sword ascension. Okay, so she has kind of a skill tree? Question mark? Okay, set this swordplay as your learning goal and you can check the required stats for mastery here. You can boost your stats by setting up targeted training sessions. Practice exactly what you need to improve. Okay, so that does +9, +18, 27.
Let's do this.
Guangmei leads to Wafang. Well, Wulong leads to... Okay, I'm not even... You must keep muttering those words. Do you even know what they mean? Absolutely not. March, hang in there. Woof. It's only 2D tings. Nice work. I'll add one more for you. No. You're holding nothing at all. Woof. What was that just now? It's me, Woof. You're lying. 9,996, 9,999, 10,000. You've only swung it 5 times, yet you look beat. One must not lose the vigor, master.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Okay, training will consume mood. If my mood isn't good, efficiency will also decrease. Balancing work and rest is crucial. Go to excursion. Let's do a second excursion.
I'll fight 10.
Swordplay sessions can take a lot of time. Click here to speed up the passage. Okay, dinners at Spices Supreme are constantly coming and going. You waited a long time before finally being seated. Next time, let's invite everyone from the Express. I've already favored the shop. Nearing the war dance, many unfamiliar travelers have appeared at Starskiff Haven. A disheveled, unkempt old man accosts March 7. He observes her extraordinary physique and is persistent in hawking of martial arts secret manuals.
How should I go about this?
That's one sad name for a sword move. Okay, we're getting there. Let's see. I'm gonna need to pull up my calculator. I can't do math right now. Okay, we only need 22. So that should be enough there. And then we'll do excursion to minus excursion first, then strength training. There we go.
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
After improving the training level, training effects will also be improved. Okay.
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
The next goal is to build this move and learn the next level of swordplay. I didn't quite get, where are we getting these, like, fireballs that we are apparently spending? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, let's add tenacity. Yeah, we need to do an excursion. And then another tenacity.
I'll fight 10.
Yanqing extracts the Cloud Knight officer's combat record from the seat of Divine Sforza. Observing a seasoned Cloud Knight's spontaneous insight is great help to sword practice. Using the butterfly immersion, March 7th can feel as if she's personally in the war dance arena. Countless blades brush past within the inches of flesh, truly intense and thrilling. Yanqing asks March 7th what she is feeling. Tenacity.
Huh?
I learned so much today.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know. It's a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
That's boxing, but close enough, I guess.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it.
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight. Even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
What? Didn't General Huayan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
The sword trial must be completed by March 7th alone. The entire battle will proceed automatically and no assistance from teammates is allowed. The higher March 7th sword art ascension ranks, the easier it will be to pass the trial. Successfully completing the trial will enhance her stats and restore her mood. Yeah, but we're currently working on this, aren't we? So...
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to use up... Like, I'm concerned about it using up points, but it doesn't seem to. Alright, let's go, March.
Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Awesome!
Nice, nice. Good job, March. Miss March, your progress at the art of swordplay has been remarkably fast. It is truly commendable.
Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me. I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Mr. Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yunli, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, Yunli does not mince words.
Yunli's...
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know. I'm not that confident, but thank you for believing in me.
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby, but now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yunli? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics. Because that, after every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example, as a way of acknowledging your progress.
I'm doing that thing again where I skip them because I'm reading past what they're saying. All right, 15 days of if I can speak. 15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Moments later, in a dark corner of the La Fu.
So, have you found any information about her?
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the strategic investment department? Do they ever make safe bets? She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
Alright, second sword trial. Okay, so we are still trying to get... We're getting real close to tenacity. We only need 20 more.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today.
March is frustrated about how to improve her swordplay, but then encountered a familiar figure. Oh, it's Hua Hua. Long time no see, Kalis and Miss March 7th. I wonder if she's not vocal because her voice actor was getting changed when this event was being made. There are a few Heliobi-related jobs than before, fewer, though they've been replaced with other matters. It's been a while. What are you doing here? I'm taking a break at Starskip Haven, just watching the stars sail one by one. It's really relaxing. Being a 10 Lords Commission judge is pretty stressful too, I bet. 2. Have you run into something that's been weighing heavily on your mind, Miss March 7th? I've started picking up Xianzhou's swordplay, so there's been some academic stress, and social stress. You elaborate on the matter of the upcoming duel between March 7th and the IPC busybody. I think I get the gist of it. It's not easy trying to master a school's swordplay in such a short time. No wonder Miss March 7th is stressed out. I know some evil warding swordplay, so if you need some help... Ha! You can't even hold your sword steady. Don't you think you're overestimating your skills? Sure, I can't hold it steady, but I'm better than you. You don't even have hands. Oh, the timid fry's got a sharp tongue. If you were in the war dance ring and I possessed you, you'd have to try really hard to lose to the brat from the seat of divine foresight. Master Yanqing is really powerful. You sure you aren't just blowing smoke, Mr. Tail? Huh. As long as I possess someone of extraordinary caliber and absorb that person's memories and emotions, I can master the exact same technique. Isn't that the fastest way to do it if you want to learn the brat's swordplay? No, I won't undo the seal. Tisk tisk, I guess your desire to help your friend is only worth this much, eh? Thank you both for looking out for me, Kalis. I wonder what you think about this shortcut. That's our tutor for you. You're spot on. When Mr. Tail leaves me, I'll be left with nothing. That goes against the fundamentals of swordplay training. You also think it's a bad idea, right, Miss March? Bah, and here I was trying to be nice. Even if you wanted it, I wouldn't help you now. Madam Hanya just sent over a zombie case. Looks like break time's over. We'll talk again, Miss March. Catch you later. Hua Hua scuttles off in a hurry. After giving it some thought, I think there's something to be gleaned from Mr. Tail's suggestion. When I see Hua Hua again, I should ask for advice from both her and Mr. Tail. Okay, during sword training, March 7th can receive assistance from companions, enhancing the efficiency of her training and excursions. Starting today, I too will help Miss March in her sword training. Please select... Okay, we need strength, because we're done with tenacity. Look, training of the excursion activities that satisfy the assist effect will be highlighted.
Let's do this.
A day spent sword training is also full of interesting stories. March 7th has invited Huahua to patrol Fuckstroll Garden together. While walking, the surroundings suddenly start to feel congested. Heliobi have transformed into a myriad of demons and ghosts, like they're in a parade. Huahua's eyes hint to March 7th to look for a chance to leave the parade march. March 7th decides to...
How should I go about this?
Well, we're gonna get, like, close to full anyway when we do the excursion next. So let's do tenacity.
Huh?
Why are they following us?
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
Okay. Portable Lunumbra Gourd increases mood consumption by 200% and efficiency by 400% when training for the first time. Increases the next training efficiency after performing an excursion by 100%.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th gave up on letting the Heliobus absorb emotions in exchange for sword skill. Just then, Huahua was leaving because of a certain zombie-related case. Ah, it's Kalis and Miss March 7th too. Waha, why do you look so dazed? We found 2 zombies near Fictional Garden recently. Well, zombie might not be the right word. The victims had no heliobi traces on them, nor obvious external injuries, but they kept repeating some strange behaviors. How interesting. Miss March 7th, please don't patronize me. That's entirely possible, but have I ever acted so strangely? You run super fast. This master's probably not that simple. Matters. Just like when you and Kalis formed the ghost hunting squad, let's analyze this together. Next up, let's have resident expert Huahua introduce the case. Okay, something might click if we put our brains together. The first victim is a war dance combat registrant. Their muscles were rigid when they were discovered. Their arms were stretched out in front of them, and they were muttering all sorts of exercise rhythms. The second victim is also from the war dance combat registrant. He's a former Cloud Knight, proficient at spear. He was discovered practicing pole vaulting with his spear. The victims have something in common. They're both war dance contestants. It appears the culprit is expressly choosing war dance contestants as their targets. So, I'll be the next target then? You should give the analysis a rest first and let us finish talking. Besides, the fact that they were participants, they also had similar characteristics. They're both fools who went to Fictional Garden to poke around after reading the messages in the Lost Foo's ghostly grove. These victims believed that Fictional Garden's vengeful gloom would temper their skills, and they decided to train here before their matches started. Some attempt to harness the worldly energies absorbed here. People still believe that mumbo-jumbo in this day and age. Finally, the 2 were shooed home by the Tin Lords Commission, Spiritfarer on duty, Uncle Drew. They started acting funny the following day. I'm also guessing an escaped heliobus that's up to no good. I think I've seen a similar story in the Cien show's Immersia. Does this Uncle Drew have 2 disciples, and one of them got bitten by a zombie and the other got charmed by a female ghost? Our Uncle Drew has had no disciples. Cut down on your Immersia addiction and touch some grass. Oh my gosh, Tails, like, touch some grass, March. But since you want to join the war dance, you must be careful. Don't forget to contact me if anything happens. Good luck, Huahua. Hope you catch the culprit and close the case soon. Goodbye. Huahua scuttles off in a hurry. If that heliobus targets war dance contenders on purpose, Kalis, how about we try our luck at Fictional Garden when we got the time? We might be able to help Huahua. Midnight Paranormal Hunt not only restores our mood, but also increases strength and tenacity stats. Oh, but not nearly as much.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword. Let's do this.
Wawa receives a Spiritfarer's report of a hawker's hollering in the Fixtral Garden. March 7th tags along to investigate. The area suddenly fogs up, and an unfamiliar market and stalls start to pop up, and their shelves laden with various precious treasures. Translucent tourists jostle among the ghostly crowd. Could this be the ghost market of Fixtral Garden? Wawa lightly tugs at March 7th, hinting for her to stay close. March 7th decides to...
What do you recommend?
Acuity?
Huh?
What? This is not showing up. Why is nothing showing up in the photos?
I learned so much today.
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves. Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Speaking of secret moves, I prepared some flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it. I saw this immersia where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
Oh my gosh, March, please.
Good example. Do you know how to do the drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
That's not how that works.
Not how it works in real life, Miss March.
Even if I don't know drunken swordplay, I've got other tricks up my sleeve.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
Yeah, we didn't quite get to the second big point prior to the event. 60. Let's go.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Awesome! Now watch this! Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Ooh. We're on the ropes. Never mind. March, your sword is also cheering for you.
Phew. That was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like You've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement. But it seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt, you aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Mr. Teaching Assistant, isn't it about time you showered me with praise? I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
General Jing Yuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Guinaifen into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%? Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now. By the way, in those Immersia stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Oh, yeah!
Moments later, in a dark corner of the Lafu.
The progress report on the Nameless Girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
Waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC, honor of the Ember Lord. Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Yeah, but reinforcing the armor more might make it more brittle and easier to break, therefore.
Understood.
This poor worker. Okay.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Yes, I am aware this is the goal. I'm just clicking on the stuff that's also showing up. Alright, this one. That one.
I'll fight 10.
A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. March 7th and Huahua run into a pompous Heliobi of Fox Somme tomb. I was once brought to justice for slaying countless people, my goodness. Oh my gosh, the Heliobus appears to be reminiscing on its netherworld memories. If the blank you can retrieve treasure forged by my friend 6 centuries would be willing to lend my something. With such an epic swordmaster aiding one's cause, surely no opponent would be left alive. Strength.
Okay.
You're a real hero.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
After helping Wawa gather evidence related to the zombie case, March 7th thinks the culprit is hidden in the Fixtral Garden. To help Wawa resolve the zombie case, you and March 7th arrive in Fixtral Garden. The Heliobi is focused specifically on attacking war dance contestants. Wow, this is amazing. You've got a spiritual light gushing out of your crown. To have the physique of a martial prodigy at such a young age, you're a martial genius who can only appears once in a century. Okay, I'm on high alert right now. As long as you let me attach onto you, your core meridians will be instantly activating, allowing you to attain a century's worth of effort in no time. Victory at the war dance will be like a cakewalk. Heh, trying to appeal to my competitive spirit. No can do. Stop cowering in the shadows and show yourself. Fine, you got me. Honestly, though, I'm a master of all the martial arts across all schools. Just let me touch your head, and I'll be able to impart all of my skills to you in the blink of an eye. At what price? I don't suppose it's becoming a zombie and sputtering gibberish, is it? Forget it, I'm not learning any of that. You don't want to? I'm afraid that's not up to you. I give my lessons free of charge. You have no choice but to learn them. On March 7th can see before her is darkness, countless martial arts, myriad unarmed styles all surging into her mind. Unfortunately, though, not a single move is related to swordplay. Ah! Fear not, Miss March, here I come. I was almost too late. Thank goodness you were here, Hua. Has that overly enthusiastic Heliobus been subdued? Yes, I've subdued that vagrant Heliobus in the Lonumbra gourd. Ugh, I suddenly can't move my arms and legs. I'll apply a talisman on you, and then you need to have a good rest. Sometime later. I think I've gotten to the bottom of this zombie mystery. The Heliobus preyed on the competitive will of contenders to channel all of its martial mantras into their minds. How to raise your arms and legs, how to move your body, infinite information surging into your mind nonstop. A pity we're not like Heliobi. Such a massive magnitude of information will only overload our minds and render us immobile. While it was just for a short time, I felt like I could see everything, hear everything, but I couldn't do a single thing. So this is what it means when the body can't keep up with the mind. Now that you've recovered, I should get back to seal this Heliobi. We'll meet again. Goodbye, Hua. Hua scuttles off in a hurry. She really likes to do that scuttling. I was thinking about spending some time with Hua today, but she's got stuff to do. Let's chat again next time. It's draining being possessed by a Heliobi. Okay, let's go grab something tasty to eat. Strength training. Let's do that one.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
I don't think it's possible to get 800 points, but they have been having us do it in this line, so we might as well just keep going. Tenacity, 200. We're actually almost there for the tenacity, I mean. Too much? Yeah, I thought so.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Alright, what we got here? March 7th has been invited by several Spiritfarers to play a spirit summoning game. In the eyes of the Ten Lords Commission staff, spirit summoning is nothing but a game of superstition that tests the tenacity of the physical, but after March 7th asks how she can improve her sword skills, Spiritfarers slyly begin to nudge the planchette ever so slightly. March 7th decides to obtain the answer that she wants.
What do you recommend?
Darn it, they do not have... March 7th was possessed and paralyzed by a heliobus that liked to teach people. Thankfully, Hua Hua arrived to save her. The Tin Lords Commission has sealed away the heliobi that's always been eager to act as a tutor. It won't be harming anyone anymore. The war dance participants who fell to its antics are slowly recovering from their senses. It's all thanks to you, Kalis, that this mini heliobi war has been quelled. Thanks to you too, Hua Hua. No wonder you're a Tin Lords Commission judge. You had something you wished to say last time. It was about Mr. Tail, and that the memories of the swordplay practice could be channeled into me. I have to admit, I was the teeniest bit tempted, just a tiny bit. My idea is pretty decent, eh? I wanted to have Mr. Tail help me out then, to at least learn a move or two, but I was too embarrassed to admit it. You can rephrase that to March 7th, willpower far surpasses ordinary people. If I hadn't run into that heliobus, I wouldn't have understood the sheer distance between my knowledge and the mastery of swordplay. That's not a shortcut to learning swordplay at all. I very much agreed with Miss March 7th on this. Though I've always heard of a much milder and safer method that the guarded messengers have that can shove non-existent swordplay memories into your mind. In that case, would you still refuse? I might still have to decline. I think that I have to put my own thought into it and experience it myself to eventually turn Master Yun Qing's sword and Master Yun Li's sword into March 7th's sword. You make a good point there, girly. If my journey was nothing more than a copy and paste process, I'd never be able to surpass the two masters. For me to be waxing philosophical pearls of wisdom, that should mean I've attained new heights with my swordplay, am I right? Spouting passages from self-help books makes you all enlightened now? If you really think you're all that, you should be training even harder on your swordplay. I've got a block of free time after attending this matter, Miss March 7th. If you need help taking on Scott, come see me anytime. Mr. Tail and I will definitely help you out. Sure thing, Hua Hua, Mr. Tail. Okay. All right. That puts me at 40.
I'll fight 10. That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott. He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission, and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test, the graduation exam.
I'm surprised too.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yenqing.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
But Master Yenqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
never find out if you don't even try. Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now.
The final test. I'm a little
How close did we
nervous.
get?
Come on, March 7th. You got this.
We got the strength we needed, but we did not get the tenacity. I was so close. Plus it's been 15 in-game days, so the Scott fight should be after this.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Come get me.
Yeah. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this. Awesome. Now watch this.
Punish evil. I'm just warming up.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Is it possible to actually defeat him?
Oh, I get it.
I say that as she takes out like 50% of his health in one move.
Cut through the ranks.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
I failed.
Are you saying I'm actually a genius?
Not bad.
Lone wolf.
You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh. Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword. And there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott.
Defeat him fair or square with your sword? Maybe there's another method we can use. I mean, she's been all about justice, so there's no way she wants to do underhanded tactics, but I think that's Hua Hua.
Yeah, I'll show Scott the power of the Xianzhou swordplay that he despises.
I remember Yan Qing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Yes, absolutely. The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
See how we're doing. And then this is the other ones. No. Wait a minute. Guys, I have been doing this for like an hour. Do not tell me that there are 5 more, or like 4 or 5 more quests like this that are each like an hour each. We don't have enough time to do that.
Well, well. Isn't our hero March 7th?
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it. But I'm curious. Why pick Arum Alley of all places? It's packed with tourists around, and it'd be bad if someone got hurt.
Why Alroom Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that. I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me. That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me that I can stand on my own 2 feet again. They'll be like, what? That Scott is back again? What's he got up to this time? They'll see that I, Scott, who was once shamed in front of everyone, is back in Alroom Alley to restore his honor. They'll see that it won't be me squealing like a pig today, but you! Right person? No. I want to enact revenge on the entirety of Alroom Alley.
But then, wait, where does bullying the owner of the Sleepless Earl fit in with all of this?
Ah! Shut up! Look, I have my principles. I refuse to spend my life haunted by what happened in Alroom Alley. Do you think I'm just some sort of IPC small fry?
Yes.
I've been patient for so long, just waiting for the right moment. I don't care about proving my greatness. It's about showing everyone in Alroom Alley that I will reclaim what was taken from me!
Instead of resorting to such despicable methods.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Seriously, do you really believe that you, a rookie who's only been learning swordplay for 15 days, can defeat my invincible mechs? Dream on! Enough with the talk! Let's get down to business, boys!
Once you bite the dust, you'll know what I'm capable of. Yeah! Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Not very sportsmanlike. Now watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Okay, we've made it through round 1.
Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Not very sportsmanlike.
could a tiny piece of scrap metal defeat the IPC's max? You guys must have cheated! This doesn't count! I demand a remix!
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the person wielding it.
Everyone in Arm Alley's watching. But let's not forget about our bet.
Yeah, let's not forget our bet.
Enough! Fine. I've done this before anyway. I apologize. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble, making a scene on purpose.
Hey, remember what you said? What about squealing like a pig?
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Oh, the people at Arm Alley hate this man's guts.
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
March his dignity.
It's happening all over again. All right, but before I squeal like a pig, there's something else I want to say. IPC mechs are a total joke. Oink! Oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink. Oink.
Scott leaves the docks with his head hanging low. Oh my. The brief interlude has concluded, yet March 7th's pursuit of the art of swordplay shall continue. Okay.
I kind of want a milk tea. Let's go get one after training.
Okay, so March 7th can complete the story through various sword art escapades. During Shincho escapades, companion assists sword art antecedents and even different ways to ultimately finish the story. Each time the story is completed through a sword art escapade, March 7th will gain Trialed Insight, which will enhance her stats when it starts a new round of training. After completing the story through sword art escapades, the final rewind feature for that specific escapade will be unlocked, allowing you to quickly explore different story endings. Oh right, if different people were to practice swordplay with you, different stories will unfold, right? I was just wondering. Okay. So... just past the final sword trial.
Not bad. You
Oh! Ha! I'd...
with yours?
Yeah. But... look, yeah.
Those experiences with
That actual... Now, I'd love...
Okay, so we did it based off of her. So this one is the Hua Hua one, right?
Let's do it. I already have an idea.
I remember Yan Qing once said, there are many ways to... Do you feel any closer?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so it's just like different endings. So we probably just did the true ending to that, and then all these other ones will give us like other versions.
Finally, some recognition for training my butt off.
Okay. And then we'll just do the training again, which will fill in the other stories. Got it. But it looks like we will have to do that off screen because that's going to take quite a few hours of work. So let's do these achievements I got while we weren't on stream. Use ally adventuring to fight off senior staff, team leader, and deal the finishing blow. And then win 10 battles with only one character on the team. Did we get enough that we can do a 10 pull? 2. Short. I just want to do another 10 pull on stream before we close up shop for the evening. Alright, so we are currently at 41 pity on the weapon banner, so this should be 51. Oh, I didn't mean to do it on that one. Okay, well I guess we're doing 10 pity on the limited banner. I meant to do it on the weapon banner. Whoops. Oh, and Hook is here to mock me per usual. I meant to do that on the weapon banner. Oopsie. Well, I got 2 hooks, which would give me back the stuff that I used on that. Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. I guess we won't do that. We're still at 41 pity. We'll try again next week. I'm sure I will have gotten up to the pity I need. But yeah, so you have about 2 more weeks to grab Jiao Chow, and that's what we will be doing, of course. Hopefully next time I can actually pull on the proper banner and not pull on the limited banner. And I hope that we're hitting about 2 hours, which is where I would normally stop. So as I stated before, I am going to finish up March 7th's event and the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event off stream, because we got like the main stuff here, and this is probably another couple hours of work, and hopefully that will get us enough pulls that we can get some kind of light cone. Whether we win the 50-50 or not is up for debate, but we will get to see. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and I hope you all get some good sleep and stay in good health. Bye everyone!